Hi, I'm Bob Mack with Advanced Solutions Property Management. We service the Salt Lake City area. Today I'm here to talk to you about signs that you should maybe think about changing your current property manager. One of the things that I don't want to just say is go out and start changing property managers as soon as you have a slight issue. I think a lot of times communication is key, and if you can figure it out, it's best to work with who you're working with because they know the history, but there's certain things that you're going to come upon that are going to give you some signs that you might want to think about changing it. The first sign is basic communication. If you call your property manager and they don't get back to you immediately, I don't want to say immediately, if they don't get back to you the same day, or if you're not hearing back from them for a few days after a correspondence, that's an issue. In our system that we use, it's real time. Communications come through and communications are sent back to the owner, so we can get back to them usually the same day. There's emergency numbers that they can contact if they need to get through immediately, but 9 times out of 10 it's an accounting question or it's a question concerning the property that may not be an emergency but requires a prompt response. The other thing that you might want to think about is if you have a tenant who is talking to you and telling you that they've put in work request after work request after work request and they're not seeing any action on the part of the property management company, that's another issue also. I don't know if you'll be talking to your tenant during these times, but certain situations where the tenant does have contact with the owner and will send the owner a message saying, hey, I haven't heard from the property manager in 2 weeks, we've had a leaky faucet that we've asked over and over again. That's an issue. If the property management company is not jumping on work orders immediately, that can lead to larger damage down the road, i.e. costs. So that's something to think about. Another thing that you might want to think about is if there's a lack of transparency when it comes to charges on the account or the billing issues with your account. If they're tacking on charges and you're not sure what's going on, if you're not able to see what the charge is attached to, if you don't know why you're being billed for certain things, that's a pretty big issue. Owners 9 times out of 10 want to know exactly what it is they're being billed for, and not being able to see that is, that's a big issue. The other thing you want to think about is if your accountant or if your property manager / accountant isn't using modern techniques, accounting techniques, that may be a sign that you might want to switch. Back in the day, we could use a shoebox and some receipts, file it away, and we'd be all right. But these days, everything is done online. We have the latest and greatest software that allows rents to come in, reconciliations to happen, and then disbursements out to the owner immediately. So we're able to account for every dollar that comes in and go out, and there is never a question when it comes to the accounting of your monies. So if you've got an account or if you've got a manager that's using the old style, you might want to either talk to them if they can upgrade it or maybe start looking. I'm Bob Mack with Advanced Solutions Property Management. If you have any questions on this or any other items regarding your rental needs, please don't hesitate to give us a call.